This is an instructional video on using a kit to make fabric-covered buttons. Fabric-covered buttons can be used in a variety of crafts and projects. They may be functional or merely decorative and can add a personal touch. Covering buttons with fabric also adds an element of customization. This video will describe the parts in a button covering tool and detail the process of covering a button with fabric. Cover buttons come in a variety of sizes and may come with sewing loops or a flat back. Buttons may be sold alone as refills or in a kit with a covering tool. The parts of the button are the shell. The aluminum shell is domed with a lip around the edge. The fabric is displayed on the outside of the shell, and the edges of the fabric are tucked inside. Back. The aluminum back is popped into the shell and holds the fabric in place. The back may include a sewing loop, such as this one, or it may be flat. The parts of the covering tool include the pusher. The pusher is a plastic cylinder used to push the back of the button into the shell and secure the fabric. The button maker. The rubber button maker holds the fabric taut around the shell so that the back can be easily pushed into the shell. Materials include the buttons and the fabric. Hint: avoid thick or stretchy fabrics. Tools include scissors, a pencil, and a button pattern, seen here on the back of the package. Most kits include a button pattern to determine the fabric size needed to cover the button, but you can also use a measuring tape or a ruler to determine the size. Covering a button. First, you will open the covering button kit. Do your best to keep the cardboard backing intact, as this is where your button pattern will be. Step 2. Cut out the button pattern. You can see a faint outline of the button pattern here. Be very cautious when using scissors to avoid personal injury. Step 3. Using the button pattern, draw a circle on the underside of the fabric. Keep in mind that the edges of the fabric will not show, so center your desired design when mapping out your circle. This also means that the edges do not have to be neat when cutting. Let's try here. Step 4, cut out the circle using scissors. Again, this does not have to be neat. Now, you will center your fabric over the button maker. Button maker, center the fabric face down. Now place the button shell over the fabric, in the middle of the fabric. Using your thumb, press down on the shell so that the shell and the fabric fit snugly into the button maker, thusly. Tuck the edges of the fabric into the shell. Place the button back into the button maker on top of the fabric. Using the button pusher, push down until the button back pops into place. You can complete this step using only your hands, but it may be easier for some to place the button maker with all the parts on a hard surface and press down with both hands on the pusher. Okay. Next, step 11, press down on the bottom of the button maker to pop out the completed covered button. Congratulations! You can now make your very own fabric-covered buttons to accent your projects. Search the internet for more information and project ideas.